Dear students, hope you are great. Today we are going to continue lesson 5, homeostasis and cell process. So let's start. How do cell divide? How do cell divide? Cell grow, divide and die at different rates and for different reasons. Example, cells in our skin are dividing to replace those that have died. Some cells such as nerve cell, which is present in nerve, cannot divide to produce a new cell. Cell division in eukaryotes is a complex process. So cell division in eukaryote is a complex process. DNA is copied before a cell can divide. So in cell division for eukaryotes like a plant, animal, it's a complex process. DNA first, DNA inside the cell, DNA inside the cell copied, and then the cell full. Look here, this is DNA first copied before cell division, before it divides. The nucleus and the rest of the cell divided to make two new cells. This division called mitosis. So what's meant by mitosis? It's a cell division that forms two new nuclei that are identical to each other. So mitosis is a cell division that forms two new nuclei that are identical to each other. DNA is packaged as chromosomes in the cell. During mitosis, the chromosomes are separated and genetic material is split evenly between the new genetic identical cells. How do cells exchange material? How cells exchange material? Cell membrane or a semi-permeable membrane. Cell membrane, this is cell membrane, is our semi-permeable, which is mean allow only certain material to move in, allowing certain particles to move in or to pass through it or out of the cell. The movement of material across a cell membrane without the use of energy is called passive transport. So first, cell membrane are semi-permeable. Semi-permeable, which is mean allow certain material to pass through it. Not all material can pass through cell membrane. Allow certain material. So when particles move across the line, like here, when the movement particles move across a cell membrane without any energy, this transport this way called what? Passive transport. Look, passive transport. Diffusion. Diffusion is a movement of molecules from high concentration to the low concentration. So diffusion is another way for transport. Is a movement of molecules from the high concentration to the low concentration. Let's imagine this is a high concentration of salt. This is a low concentration. So this high, this low. So what happened? Salt move from high concentration to the low concentration. High concentration, this is called diffusion. Example, some nutrients move into cell by diffusion. Some waste products move out of the cell by diffusion. Look. What happened? Here, high concentration. While outside, this here low. So T move from high concentration to the low concentration. High to the low, high to the low. This is called diffusion. Osmosis. Osmosis is the diffusion of water through semi-permeable membrane. Diffusion of water through a semi-permeable membrane. Many molecules are too large to diffuse through the cell membrane. Some of these molecules enter through protein channel. So Osmosis is another way to transport material inside the cell. When water diffuses through the semi-permeable membrane to get in the cell, this called osmosis. And many molecules are too large to diffuse through the cell to get in cell membrane. Some substances are too large to get in cell membrane to pass through cell membrane. So some molecules enter through protein channels. Look, like here, this is a protein channel. Some particles are too large to pass through the cell membrane. So inside cell membrane there is a channel like this channel to allow large particles to pass through cell membrane. Active transport is a movement of particles against concentration gradient and require an energy. So active transport is the only one that need an energy to pass molecules or particles in through the cell membrane. This is called active transport, movement of particles against concentration. So from low concentration to high concentration and require an energy. Look, this is active transport. This is active transport from low to high against concentration gradient, from the low to the high. While diffusion from high to the low. While diffusion from high to low. Endocytosis and exocytosis are forms of active transport that move large particles into and out of the cell. First, in what's meant by endocytosis. Endocytosis is a process by which a cell uses energy to surround and enclose particles in vessels to bring the particles into the cell. So, endocytosis is a process when a large particles pass through cell membrane and use an energy. This is called endocytosis. Look what happens first. Cell come in contact first with the particle. This is the particles. Then it start to cell start to wrap around the particles. The cell membrane begin to wrap around the particles and then get in the cell. While exocytosis is a process by which particles are enclosed in vessel. This is a vessel in a cell and released from the cell. If some particles inside the cell want to remove or to get out of the cell, what happens? This is called exocytosis. The cell wrap around these particles or this waste and then move until cell membrane, and then start to open and release waste or release any particles, any molecules or any substance. This is called exocytosis. So endocytosis and exocytosis. Endocytosis is a process when you need certain particles to get inside the cell and use an energy, like large particles and so on. So it's a process by which a cell uses energy to surround and enclose the particles in a vessel to bring the particles into the cell. While exocytosis, when a cell gets out some substance like waste, like protein and so on, it includes first or wrap around the cell, wrap around the particles. A cell wrap around the particles and form a vessels. Then a vessel starts to open and release this particle. This called exocytosis is a process by which particles are enclosed in a vessel in a cell and released from the cell. That's it. Thanks for watching.